Hey there. So I just finished a live video on aromatherapy as a lifestyle in the group. And the intention was, I don't do live videos actually very well, but the intention with that one was to really begin to talk about stress in a way that's beyond mainstream media. And while it is in a closed group, I thought it would be a good, kind of a cool thing to actually begin sharing it. I think it's an important message that really came out of all of it. And I will say that the biggest question is, why would someone like myself, and a rheumatologist be talking about stress? Well, stress is basically an instinctual mechanism found throughout nature. It is, plants have their own stress mechanism, animals do. It is nature's reaction to for protection as well as reproduction. So essentially, it's a survival mechanism. Okay, I like to refer to it as instinct. It is instinctual. We don't tell it to turn itself on. However, we have the ability to deactivate it, slow it down, reverse it, stop it. I mean, we're not going to eliminate it because it's designed. It's there for a reason, and that's the point to this entire video. The reason is your creator, whatever you believe in, whoever your creator is, whether it's God, the universe, source, whatever your source energy is, designed you to have, designed you to be able to remain protected. Basically gave you this built-in protection mechanism. Now, yes, when it goes on chronically, right, when we don't help it stop and remind the body that it's not always being threatened, and that is occurring because it's not just mental and emotional distress. That's what compounds it, and I'll get to that in a minute. But we have tens of thousands of chemicals in the environment that are known endocrine disruptors. Okay, that is going to signal. They're signaling molecules that will activate the stress mechanism. Okay, so they basically alert the body, or the body becomes alerted that there's these other chemicals, and so shifts begin to occur throughout the system, not because the body's defective, not because these genetic SNPs that we're all learning about are bad things. The body will activate and deactivate various processes for the sake of survival. Now, ongoing, if this isn't relieved, then we have a buildup of oxidative stress, because oxidative stress is essentially what's produced as a result of the stress mechanism. So oxidative stress is produced as a means of protection. From there, inflammation builds, because supposedly there's like injury, right? Therefore, the immune system is activated. So this is a natural sequence that occurs. However, if we're not slowing this down, if we are not helping to realign our bodies with source energy, we consistently remain diseased, out of ease. We remain discomforted. We experience discomfort. We experience disorder. Now, something that is very significant also is in the countless studies that I've come across through my research with regards to different health conditions, the one thing that is consistent no matter what is the recognition of stress. Now, they don't talk about the source of stress. And of course, depending on the health condition, they're going to relate it to mental and emotional distress. But the fact is, the environmental distress is a big factor. And so we have the ability, we have this awareness to recognize this, appreciate this gift of protection. Yes, you may be in pain. Yes, you may have any number of health conditions or symptoms. Don't allow yourself to become distressed. And that's easier said than done, right? Because when the body is out of whack, when the body is consistently stressed and the chemistry is just all over the board and disheveled, it's going to affect the way we think, and it's going to affect our emotions. This is where essential oils come in. This is why somebody like me talks about this, because the use of essential oils outside of a book, because the books only can give you basic information, but that doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Because they can have the exact opposite effect that they're touted for. Like, say for instance, if it's known to be calming and soothing, it can have the exact opposite effect. I've had it happen with me. So we have to begin using oils outside of a book. Forget the books and start tapping into a higher understanding of what they really are. They are also signaling molecules that have the ability to realign our inner world with our source energy, with our creator. They're a gift, just like everything else that we have available to us. Just like this protection mechanism, we actually have the opportunity to use these as a means of reminding the body where it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to function, and helping us to realign. Because at that point, once we're more realigned, we have the capacity to begin to think and understand, even more importantly, tap into what we really need. It connects us to everything that we need, and we have a better understanding of what direction to go. So it's not about the next book. It's about realigning ourselves, with our creators, so that we can begin to make decisions that are better informed for us. Not because the general public is doing it, not because there's thousands of books written on it, not because there's websites that match the books, but because this is what we were inspired to do. So use oils to create stability, to create alignment within your system for the sake of inspiration, in order to break through that barrier of wellness. We get to decide, do we just want to manage our health, or do we want to break through and experience a whole new level of wellness? That's what's possible with the oils, and that is actually what I'm teaching. And I wanted to let you guys know that, this is kind of along the lines of what I did in the live video. So I'm inviting you to join me, and if not, at least take this much information in and use it to your advantage, please. Because you deserve it. Your children deserve it. We deserve to feel more inspired, more alive, and through the introduction of specific oils that are in line with what our needs are, help uplift us. They take us to the next level. They help, like I said, help us break through that barrier to a greater sense of wellness. Anyway, you guys take care. If you're watching this on Sunday, March 17th, happy St. Patty's Day. If not, just know that I love you no matter where you are and what day it is. All right, bye.